welcome back to my channel. Today I bring you very good news from the UK. So the Nursing and Midwifery Council of the UK, that's the body that regulates nursing practice in the UK, they are planning to give nurses that are coming from overseas to practice in the UK some leeway in the English requirements. That's, they want to reduce, they want a reduction in the requirements so that it's not so difficult for nurses to come and work here. Voila. Would they do that also for doctors? We don't know. But anyway, so today I'm bringing you this good news, and let me tell you briefly what happens when you want to practice in the UK as an overseas nurse. So basically, you get your license to practice as a nurse. Maybe you have 1 or 2 years experience, blah blah blah, and then you sit the IELTS. You're expected to have a band 7 in each of the 4 modules. We're all familiar with the 4 modules of the IELTS, so they are writing, speaking, listening, and reading. What I noticed recently, because I also coach people, doctors and nurses that want to come to the UK to practice, is the complexity in reading, the reading module especially. It used to be writing. Writing was the one that was giving everybody problems. And also, when I was saying you are expected to have a band 7 in each of the modules, you are actually required to have a 6.5 in writing. I think before it was 7 round for the nurses, and then you in any of the modules you cannot have below a 7, so you're required to have an average of 7, and then you cannot go below a 7. And then maybe there was a petition or something 2016 thereabout, I'm not sure of the year, and then the Nursing and Midwifery Council reconsidered that decision and said, okay, you're now allowed to have a band 6.5 in writing. So that's allowed people that had found it difficult to have a 7 in writing to come over to practice. For doctors, I think you have to have 7.5 average, and then you cannot have below a 7 in any of the modules. So for you to have a 7.5 average, you should be aiming for 8 thereabouts. So are they going to make a reduction for doctors, propose a reduction for doctors? We don't know. Okay, but for nurses, for now, they are considering it. So a lot of petitions and stuff have gone into this. I think they met on the 26th of May, which is last Thursday, like 2 days ago practically, to discuss this, to deliberate on it, but they've not come up with a decision yet. But if you failed IELTS several times and you're thinking about, oh no, I need to sit IELTS again, maybe you need to chill for now till October. I think we're going to hear back from them in October, whatever the decision they came up with, whatever the result of their meeting was, we're going to know by October. Yes, so they've met on this 26th of May, but they've not decided what they're going to do yet. But I think there are aspects where they want to give international nurses or overseas nurses some leeway. So I think the first of them is, like I said, up till today, you're required to have a band 7 in each of the modules, except writing, where you can have a 6.5. So probably they are considering lowering that so that more people can come, because hey, a lot of people have sat IELTS over and over again, and this is the one thing that is preventing some nurses from coming to the UK. So the way it works is you sit your IELTS, you get the required band, then there is a computer-based test. It's like MCQ. So you come to the UK, you sit that. I think you can also sit it from your home country, and then you come to the UK for your OSCE, that's your clinical exam and stuff. Then you get your PIN, that's the number with which you can use to practice. And then you get registered with the Nursing and Midwifery Council. You start practicing in the UK as a band 5 nurse. So that's the way it works. Okay, it's different for doctors. So yeah, but it's a similar pathway. Like you do IELTS PLAB 1, then PLAB 2, and then you start practicing in the UK. You get registered with the GMC. So however, this IELTS has been the is it the stumbling block? Let me put it that way, like the roadblock for a lot of people. So and recently more people have been complaining about reading. So one thing they are planning to do is probably, I'm not saying they are going to definitely do it, but it's one of the things they are considering, reducing the band that is required, in, I don't know which of the modules they want to pick, because they still want to maintain, the standard of care, patient safety. Because if you want to employ overseas people to come into your country, they need to be proficient in the use of English language. So they are still trying to keep up that standard, while at the same time they are trying to give room for exam bias and all of these things. Because to be honest, exam is not a true test of knowledge. That is it. So you might be very proficient in English, but something might just go wrong on that day. You might just meet someone maybe during your speaking, and the person is not really feeling your vibe, or the person doesn't really understand your accent. I always tell people, I for one, I was the only black girl when I did my IELTS in London. I was very intimidated because I was looking around me and I was thinking, what kind of English do I want to speak to this examiner? Everybody here is white. They would probably, everyone would probably have gone and said everything, said it all before I get here with my Nigerian accents, which are still not changed till date. So, but eventually I did very well. I think I had 8.5 in speaking as well as in other modules. So my writing was 8 though. I did not have 8.5 in writing, but anyway, since then I've decided that if I could pull that off, being the only black girl in the exam center and all of that, I'll start helping people back home to navigate this exam. So I've been trying my best. Anyway, that's a digression. Let's focus on the topic. So yeah, that has been the roadblock, preventing a lot of nurses from coming here. And there's a lot of pressure in the UK to employ health workers from overseas now, doctors, nurses, as you guys might have known, and as I've emphasized on this channel, healthcare workers, healthcare assistants, that's what I'm carers. So there's a lot of pressure in the NHS and in care homes and all of that for people from overseas, professionals from overseas, to come and work here. So they are trying to employ more people and make it easier for people to come in. So one of the routes they are considering is reducing the band or lowering the band, whatever that is. Another one they're considering is evidence that you've practiced wherever you've worked before, you've practiced in English where you were coming from. So maybe you can get a letter from your employer to state that or whatever. They used to accept this before. So some nurses that came to the UK like years and years back, they just needed this evidence. And even for some of the countries, for some overseas countries, they used to accept well, they're still accepting, they accept this evidence from the employer. But for some reason, for some countries like Nigeria, Ghana, they've not been accepting this letter from employer that this person has been practicing in English and stuff. And also letter from your school, like a tertiary institution, from your uni, that you schooled in English kind of thing, that the degree was taught in English. Also, they were giving some people leeway. They are still giving some people leeway, but they've excluded Nigeria. I'm sorry, I'm emphasizing Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian and most of my viewers are from Nigeria. So they've just excluded Nigeria, even though the official language in Nigeria is English, even though we're colonized by the British, even though in fact, all of the units in Nigeria, all the degrees are taught in English, except, indigenous language, I want to assume, except, departments like Yoruba and all of that. But I would assume that, in the medical school that I went to, I want to assume that all of the other medical schools are like that. I saw a lot of nursing students learning nursing in English, but I still don't know why up till now they don't accept, just look at the degree once and for all, say you don't need IELTS, you were taught in English for 5 years at a tertiary institution. So I don't know why they don't accept that, but they are considering accepting it now. So maybe that will serve as a waiver or something. But anyway, let's hope for the best. So I wish nurses that are coming to the UK, I wish you all the best in your career and all of that. But if you have aunties, uncles, cousins, spread the word and let them know that the NMC is planning to reduce the English requirements and lower the standard a little bit, so that will give people more leeway and make it easier for overseas nurses to practice here. So is that not good? That is good. Again, what I was saying is some nurses that have not been able to practice here because of IELTS, a lot of them they would do well in their computer-based exam and in DLSK, because that's nursing. They're going to be asking them nursing-related questions. But when it comes to English, yes, they can ask you anything. They can ask you about architecture, they can ask you about fishing, they can ask you about photography, forestry, anything. So the English that is tested is not necessarily related to your field. So yeah. So some of these nurses have had to come into the UK as healthcare assistants or work as carers. Or, some of these nurses are already living in the UK. Some of them have had to take up care jobs instead of practicing as a nurse because of IELTS. So hopefully the situation will change. I will see more nurses from overseas in the UK. I want to see more people of my color in the UK. Okay, see you in the next video. So I look forward to reading your comments in the comment section. And if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Click on the subscribe button and click on the notification button so you'll be the first to know if I make videos. Bye.